Okay, so this is a cage tour of our Golden Girls cage. It's a 3-tier cage. You've seen this before. It's separated into two different sections. So the bottom section is for our very old girls, and the middle section and the top section are just for our older girls who are retired and just come to live with us, but they're not totally old, so they're not. So I've just turned the light on so you can see a bit clearer. So there's a rope hammock there with a ball on top. There's also a fluffy bed there, which is a bit small for them, but they do sort of sometimes get in and chew it around a bit. Big ball there. So this hanging toy is just a wooden toy. It's got balls on it. It's been in a couple of other cages, but Fatberg is very inquisitive, so we tend to change up her toys quite often because she is very super clever. There's another wicker ball there that's got a slightly different sound. There's a new hammock. That's one of the hammocks that I made. Oh, just about to see it there. Yeah, so they're hanging slightly lower than we would do normally, just so that the girls can get in it. Because although these aren't the very old girls, they are still, you know, getting on a bit. They're a bit. They're pensioners, put it that way. Lava ledge there with a water bottle, and then when we come down to the next level, they've got a food dish with a muesli mix in the door. There's also you can see it there, look, an apple treat. So that's a bit of apple wood that they like chewing. There's another piece of wood just there that they chew. There's a couple of ropey toys. For some reason, Lolly loves running through this bottom one, and whenever you try and pick her up, she thinks it's a wonderful game to actually kind of walk through it, have her back legs the other side, and then reverse back really fast. So she's a bit bonkers, but we love her. But yeah, so in the back there is a food dish that's got some more muesli mix and just a few of the nuggets. There's another ball. There's a cuddly toy. There's a couple of balls that we've hidden in the coconut. They do like pulling those out everywhere. There's a tube there, tunnel. So that was attached at both ends, but now it's only attached at one end. And they use it when it was open at, when it was sort of hanging on both ends. Let me just see if I can show you it. See, it just moves on that one end. When it was hanging on both ends, neither of them seemed to get in it, but Lolly likes exploring that, and she'll sit in there and clean herself and get a bit of time away. And then you've got the litter tray there, and this has got the fibre, Back to Nature fibre cycle paper pellets, and there's a stone there for them to help them pee. So there you go, that's all on that level. There's another ball there. So this level is more of a play level. Play and eat. I mean, occasionally you will find that, you know, Lolly will sleep or Fatberg will sleep in the hammock. Now, I haven't actually swapped the hammock over. Now, what I do whenever I clean the cages out, I'll always leave one of them a hammock or a bed or something that's still got their scent on, so that they can still work out that it's their house. Otherwise, you tend to get some slightly confused and potentially upset and grumpy ratties. So then coming down to the bottom level, this is what it looks like. This is for our super old girls. So this is Celeste and Bonbon. Now Delilah lived in here up until this weekend, and unfortunately she passed away on the weekend. But yeah, so we've sorted it all out for the other two girls. They've got the same setup really, because it's the same issues, although just without any hind leg deterioration at the moment. But they are older girls. So yeah, so there is a hammock there. Again, that's one I made. They've got a teddy bear in there. Now they like that. They've actually chewed off one of its legs. But that teddy bear will go from the hammock to the house, to the litter tray, to the hammock. So they like playing with that. And then we've got Sputnik. So these are normally upside down and hanging from the top, but they actually prefer it this way. Again, Lolly will normally sleep in there. Sometimes Celeste will sleep in there. Although when we came to clean it today earlier, they were both in there. So there you go. And we just put a blanket in there with them, and just sort of hook it through that little hook there. There's lots of these balls everywhere because they like playing with these, and they'll end up in their food dishes and all sorts. So the litter tray, again, the same situation with the Fibre Select Back to Nature. There's a lava ledge and a water bottle there, and if you notice, there is a gap there for their food, but they aren't on muesli. These girls are on a special kidney mix, which this is the kidney support mix that the old girls are on. So it's a mix that's from the Isamu Rats website. So yeah, so it's got noodles, there is bulgur wheat, there's quinoa, there's some shreddies, there's some Complan type stuff. There's all sorts of good bits and pieces in there. So what we do is I literally fill one ramekin with that. There's a ramekin to half fill ramekin. So that's just mixed up, and then I add some of this oil. Now this oil is a healthier oil for cooking, it says, but it's full of vitamins. So it's vitamin E, provitamin A, omega-3 and 6. There's also, I think, some B vitamins in there and all sorts of bits and pieces. So it's a good vitamin mix, and we just put a good glug of that in as well, and then just stir that up. And what you'll find is that it goes quite thick really, and they get that every day. That's the standard mix for the old girls. So I'll go and give it to them now and then put them all back in their cage. There you go. So I've just popped these two back in their house, and they just have. There you go. So that's all our gorgeous girls back in their house, having a little explore, seeing what's what, and yeah, I'll leave them to it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, like, subscribe, all of that lovely stuff, and I'll see you on another video soon.